Alright, so this is where the Second Battle of Manassas occurred, day 3, August 30th, 1862. My great-great-grandfather, Thomas Martin, fought here behind us, if you want to just swivel it. So basically the Confederates were down in the bottom, and the Union, the 5th Regiment, which my great-great-grandfather was on, they heard gunfire, and basically they created a perimeter up here at the top of the valley. And so I'll just read real quickly. This plaque is pretty interesting. The 5th New York Infantry thought they had gotten off easy that day. The trees screened them from Confederate artillery fire, and most of the fighting was a mile off, right near Deep Cut. Mile off to the right near Deep Cut. Suddenly they heard heavy musket fire up ahead. Terrified Union skirmishers came running out of the woods, followed by a tremendous crashing of brush and leaves, the sound of a large army approaching. Unable to see what was coming, but knowing it was going to be very bad, the 5th New York hurried to form a battle line along the crest of this slope right here that we're on. Panicked skirmishers kept getting in the way. By then, thousands of Confederates were at the edge of the trees, firing volley after volley. And so in 5 minutes, the 5th New York lost nearly 300, killed and wounded out of about 500 men. From a distance, the scene was deceptive. The grassy slope covered with the bright red and blue uniforms of fallen Zouaves reminded one southerner of a field of Texas wildflowers. So it's pretty neat to be here right now, especially with the legacy of my family, and it's definitely kind of a heavy feel, but it's really interesting how much this ties into my family history, and really proud of my great-great-grandfather. I mean, this was the bloodiest battle in the Civil War history. 300 people were killed in about 10 minutes. So just to imagine that kind of fear, to be surrounded by about 1,000 Confederates and survive it and live to tell the tale, is pretty fascinating. Also, my dad has his entire uniform, which is really cool. He brings it out of the attic every once in a while, and just it has this amazing energy to it, and it feels really, really neat. And I'm really proud of my great-great-grandfather Thomas. So I'll just show the camera the picture right here. This is kind of a little depiction of what their uniforms look like. They're kind of red to represent the fire department, and with a kind of a blue coat on there too. So this is Manassas, Virginia, day 47, Hobasi.